Good morning, people. My name is Brian Alsruhe with Neverstate.com, and I'm sure this video comes as a massive surprise to many of you because if you watch the channel for any amount of time, you will know that my personal opinion on supplements for the past couple years has been that 90% of them are absolutely terrible, and that money will be better spent on real food or programming and coaching. You get a lot further. However, despite that being my vocal stance, that hasn't stopped a lot of supplement companies from approaching me to see if I would represent their brand. And pretty much the way that goes is that they send out a big care package. I try some of their things, then I get on a phone call with the representatives or whatever. I talk about what I liked, what I didn't like. They ask if I will pretty much say that I like everything. And that's the end of the conversation because I'm unwilling to lie to you guys, especially when it comes to something as shady as the supplement industry. Now, the reason why I turned away from supplements in the first place is because I have a couple really bad diseases. And when they first started showing up a couple years ago, one of them manifested by making me throw up 30 to 50 times a day, every single day for years on end. So when the throwing up began, I immediately cut out all supplements and all kind of extra stuff in my diet to see if it was any of those things that was making the vomiting happen. And shocker, it was not. The vomiting did not stop, but the strange part was that nothing really changed about my body, performance-wise or even size-wise or strength-wise, when I cut out the majority of supplements. Thus, in my head, they became a huge waste of money, and I was not interested in just eating quarters. Which brings us to about 3 months ago when I was contacted by a supplement company called First Form. Now, I know a lot of you have probably heard about them, and the conversation started the exact same. They're gonna send out a care package, and I agreed to jump on a call with the powers that be that make these types of decisions, whether I would work with the company or whether they wanted to work with me, blah, 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 whatever. But in these conversations, they always want to know about your path as a strength athlete, how you got started, the ups, the downs, all of that. And of course, in that conversation always comes out my diseases and how it pretty much almost killed me, completely destroyed my body physically, still dealing with it, blah, 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 whatever. Now, in that conversation, I talked about how I had to go to New York City to get some very specialized treatment from very specialized doctors to get me back on the road to recovery. And when I mentioned the name of one of my doctors, they actually said that she was one of the individuals that helped them develop some of their supplements for the gut formula, things that help heal people's stomachs, basically. So naturally, that upped the credibility of the company a good bit in my head. And then of course, after I got off the call with them, the very next phone call that I made was to that doctor and asked pretty much like, what's this company's deal? Are they good? Are they not good? Blah, blah, blah. Fill me in, tell me what you know about them. And she was very, very good to me. She took a lot of time, and pretty much the end of the conversation was, you should take that care package, you should keep an open mind, and just see how it goes for you. They have some really, really great products that you may want to try that might work out really, really well for you, but you're not gonna know if you don't actually give it a shot. So I decided to be a lab rat. I jumped in with both feet, and I tried to keep an open mind. Now, First Form was super, super generous. They sent about 4 times as much product as any other care package I've ever gotten. And it wasn't only about my training and putting mass back on and all the stuff that the supplement companies typically want their athletes to look like and things like that. They also sent out a bunch of stuff that had to do with my actual health, my immune health, as well as my gut health because of all the problems I've had. So it really meant a lot that it wasn't only about aesthetics and the things that would help their company, was also to help me as an athlete. So I started taking all these products, and I do have to say that I absolutely love them. I love them enough that the next month came around and I was like, hey, is there any chance I can get a little bit more to keep testing this out, see how I feel about it, blah, 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 whatever. And they were more than happy to send out a bunch of stuff. So full disclosure, I've been on their products for about 3 months and I've gotten some pretty awesome results. And so I thought I'd share with you guys what supplements I'm using, what I like, what I don't like, what I recommend, what I wouldn't recommend, and any hints, tips, tricks, and stuff like that. Now, full disclosure, guys, I have signed with the company and I am officially a First Form athlete. Now, what that pretty much means is that I get a bunch of free supplements and also a link to their website where if you guys go through that link, then the commissions will help support the channel. Now, full disclosure, guys, I do not want anyone to buy anything in support of me or the channel. I only want people to buy things that they actually think will help them. And from this company, if you think this company is the right company from you, then go for it. If not, do not buy anything. Guys, do not try to support the channel through means like this. You guys know what I'm saying. So what I thought I'd do is just tell you guys about what I've been doing the last 3 months that I did find so helpful. I'll tell you guys things I liked, the things I didn't like, give you guys my recommendations, and to make this as easy as possible, I'm gonna break it up into 4 different categories. Now, As always, guys, you can jump down in the description box down below because there's always gonna be timestamps as well as links and anything else to make this as easy and as navigatable as possible. All right, so category 1 is gonna be about gaining muscle and gaining strength, and nothing is more important there than, of course, protein. Now, this was especially important for me because with my diseases and all throwing up, I was unable to hold on to food. So getting a good meal replacement was absolutely massive for me, and that's the first product that they threw out there. Now, this is called Level 1. It is First Form's kind of meal replacement. They have both powder as well as protein bars. Now, guys, I have to tell you, I have not tried a ton of the flavors, so I'm limited as far as that goes. I will tell you something about this one in particular. This is called Blueberry Muffin, all right? Now, I hate artificial fruit flavoring stuff. I don't like fake blueberry. I don't like fake raspberry, strawberry, and I hate it all. It sucks to me, right? However, they sent this out to me in the care package, so this was not my choice. But I thought I'd try it out, and I tasted it, and I was like, that is absolutely one of the best tasting meal replacement protein powders I've ever had in my life. I've talked about this in another video. So guys, coming from someone who doesn't even like these types of flavors, I am a straight chocolate guy. That's all I ever do is chocolate. This is absolutely delicious. Now, I have tried a couple of other flavors. The chocolate is absolutely amazing. The one that I do not like is the cinnamon cookie batter. Other than that, I have not found one yet that I have not enjoyed. Now, as far as protein bars go, I can say literally my favorite protein bar in all history right now is the Peanut Butter Lover, same thing, Level 1. Their Level 1 is kind of the meal replacement, both bars as well as protein. This thing is stupid good. Like stupid good. I need to stop eating them because there's sugar in it and I need to stop doing it. Really good. But I primarily use the Level 1 stuff as meal replacement. When it comes to my workout protein powder, I actually use Formula 1, which is their whey isolate, and I cannot say enough good things about this. Now, I've tried a couple different flavors to include the CTC, which stands for a certain type of cereal. I've tried the chocolate milkshake. It's absolutely amazing, but out of them so far that I've tried, this one is my favorite. I cannot recommend it enough. It is called Loop de Fruits, and if you are dyslexic or you are fast enough to understand how to not get sued, you will understand what they did there, and it tastes exactly like Loop Fruits. I'm actually super excited because my next order is going to have Magical Charms cereal flavored, and Magical Charms just so happened to be my favorite cereal as a child. So the way that this tastes, I am super pumped about that. But for every single workout shake that I currently do, they will have 2 scoops of the Formula 1 plus about half a scoop of Ignition. Now this is a glycogen support formula, which is just a really, really great idea to have when you're training. And also what that helps, I actually drink my protein shake that has all of that in it during the workout, like throughout, because I train pretty intensely, and when I do, a lot of times my blood sugar will crash, and getting a little bit of glycogen in my system as I'm going, just sipping it throughout, keeps me a little bit more level and allows me to train a little bit longer before kind of sickness takes over. Also, something that I just started taking, which I took creatine when creatine first came out in like 1997 or whenever, and loved it, right? I thought creatine was awesome. I got away from it because it started messing with my stomach and never really got that seriously back into it, but I am gonna try it since I have the opportunity now. So I have been adding this to my protein shakes and sometimes with juice on my off days. So really, doesn't taste like anything. Creatine works, everyone knows it works. Protein and creatine, pretty much you cannot go wrong with. So there you go. Those are what I'm using currently for protein, and that kind of covers the gaining mass and gaining strength. The second category that I want to talk to you guys about is performance. Now, if you guys did not know, I turned 40 years old this year, and I don't feel quite as good as I did when I was 20, and a lot of that has to do with the miles. I have a lot of injuries. I've led a hard life, and to be honest with you guys, my joints and stuff are in a lot of pain a lot of the time. So I need to do things to try to keep things lubricated and rehabbed and just do really, really good things. So I've been taking a couple different things for that. The first of which is the Fomega by them, which is an omega supplement. If you guys are not taking some sort of fish oil or omega supplement, you absolutely should, for your heart, for your health, for your cholesterol, for absolutely everything. This is absolutely great, and it will definitely help some of the pain if you take high enough doses of it. The second thing that I'm taking is this joint mobility, which is supposed to help a little bit of synovial type of restorative type of things. It's smarter than I am, but I can say I am feeling slightly better. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't like take this joint mobility and this and I was like, wow, my body doesn't hurt anymore. But I will say it does feel like some inflammation is coming down, and that it takes me a little less time when I'm warming up for like the creaks and the cracks to get out, if that makes any sense. To some of you who have been lifting for a little bit of time, you'll know sometimes your first couple sets are absolutely excruciating. Like lowering a bar on a bench press sometimes is absolutely brutal when you first start. This just has kind of sped it up a little bit. Again, they're kind of longer term supplements before you really see the actual benefits. And I've only been on for, you know, a couple months. So we'll see how it actually turns out. But something I'm gonna add to this also is collagen. They just added some collagen to their site. So I'm gonna get some on this next order, which again, basically you have collagen in every single joint, and if you can pump more into there, it's a good thing. So I'm gonna try that out, and I'll of course let you guys know in the future how that went for me. And then two other performance products I do feel have helped me that I do wanna recommend is their Microfactor, which is kind of like one of those vitamin packs where it has like a multi, an omega, has some greens, it's one of those types of things. You guys know what those are. If you guys have ever taken these, you will say that you do notice the difference on the days when you do take it versus you don't, and not only the color of your pee, you guys know what I'm talking about. But I've also been taking this Adrenal Restore, which I do feel has been helping me come back to my workouts with a little bit more strength faster. Especially as I've gotten a little bit older, it seems like it takes me a little bit more time to recover between especially very heavy strength sessions or very heavy rep strength sessions. So taking this a couple times a day has actually been helping me a decent amount. This is one I actually can say that I feel a little bit of difference on. So if you guys did want to try that out, it's called Adrenal Restore. And I personally, again, I'm not going to tell you guys about anything that I personally do not think is worth it. All that stuff is not going to make it on camera. And category 3, which is going to be health. Now, I know I'm going to lose a lot of you here because if it doesn't have to do with putting on muscle or strength or performance, a lot of you are going to get checked out, and I would probably say the same thing. However, guys, as I get older, I do realize that all this training and working out and getting in shape, you should actually care about your insides a little bit. So I have started doing something in my old age and wisdom that I think will help me. I do have to tell you guys though, it's not very fun to do. First Form also makes green supplements as well as red supplements. Now, if you guys do not know what these are, virtually every company makes some version of these. Greens is typically like a lot of vegetables. Reds is typically like a lot of fruits and antioxidants. They kind of span a wide range in both these products, and they're both very, very excellent. I will say that they taste better than most other ones that I've tried. However, I literally have never had one of these included, where I was like, wow, I'm excited to drink this. I'm not trying to be mean, it's just extremely hard to make some things taste good. However, if something is good enough for me, I don't care how bad it tastes, I will choke it down. Which also brings me to these. This is their liposomal vitamin C and their liposomal vitamin D3. Now, both of these are extremely good products. These are some of the most highly recommended by my doctor for immune health, for just overall everything. However, they taste like donkey urine, and yes, I know exactly what donkey urine tastes like, and no, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying they don't taste very nice. So, if I were you and you were me, what I would do is combine all of this happiness into one health shake a day. Health shake. Look, you're not gonna like it. It's not gonna taste good, but it's going to make you healthier. So it's only one drink a day. And honestly, the health benefits that you get from it way outweigh that 30 seconds that you're gonna be like, guys, your health is worth it, and this is a long-term game. And if you do not take care of your insides, then your outsides are going to get to waste faster. So please, take care of your insides. I'm at least trying to. And then finally, category 4, which is going to be gut health. Now, I know I'm gonna lose a lot of you on this one. Of course, I need gut health supplements because of my diseases and everything that I've been through. However, there are so many people that could perform so much better if their gut health was better. You'd have an easier time keeping off body fat. You wouldn't be as inflamed. Your body wouldn't hurt as much. There's so many things that could be increased if your stomach was in better shape. So there is some very basic things that you can do to help. Some that I am doing, I'm only taking 3 supplements for this currently. The first of which is a probiotic. If you are not taking a probiotic, you absolutely should be, especially if you're anything like me and you end up having to be on I could not remember the word antibiotics, but I do end up getting on antibiotics every couple months because of different health issues. So for me, having probiotics in my system is massively, massively important. I don't only do the probiotics, I also eat a ton of kimchi, a ton of yogurt, kombucha, things like that. Another thing that's really helped a lot is digestive enzymes, and as well as this GI Advantage. And both these just pretty much make it easier to digest your food. If you're someone like me, these supplements alone, I was down to eating one meal a day for a very, very long time. On good days when I worked out, I would eat one meal a day, which was at dinner, and then I would also have one protein shake. Now I'm actually up to 4 meals a day. Some of those do end up being protein shakes, the level 1 kind of meal replacement, things like that. But having 4 meals a day has done a ton to put mass back on my body as well as my strength and just everything. I do not own a scale, so I don't know how much weight I've gained back, but I will tell you that my clothes fit much better than they used to. I actually have a back and arms again, so I cannot say enough good things. And honestly, I wouldn't have been able to get the muscle building and the strength building protein and all of that kind of stuff in me if it were not for the gut health products. So I cannot say enough good things about them as well. All right, guys, so that is pretty much all the supplements that I have been taking over the past 3 months and that I plan on taking for the extended future. Now, I know a lot of people want to know about things like pre-workout and the testosterone boosters, things like that. I wish I could tell you guys more about it. I know the company does offer them, and I know they have good reviews, but guys, I don't do pre-workout. I don't really do caffeine unless I absolutely need it. And then I don't do anything that messes with my hormones that isn't some sort of prescription, because I have a brain tumor. I have a pituitary microadenoma that kind of secretes some hormones. So my hormones are kind of messed up anyway, so I cannot be taking things that randomly mess with it. So I'm not interested in either one of those, so I don't have any type of feedback as far as those are concerned. But guys, all my stuff's pretty basic, like protein, creatine, fish oil, a little bit of gut health, a little bit of real health, and that's pretty much it. Now guys, I know that was a lot of supplements, and remember, I'm getting them for free. So I don't expect anyone to go out and drop a ton of cash on supplements, but if there was some stuff there you guys have questions about, or if you guys have been wondering whether it was a good product or not, hopefully I was able to cover it and talk to you guys about it. That's all the products I currently have any experience with. As I go further along with the company, I'm sure I'll try different things and see what different flavors are like and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to keep coming back and let you guys know what I do like, what I don't like. But for right now, those are what I found super helpful and super useful, and has really helped a lot of my lifting as well as my body comp and aesthetics, and just I feel healthier. So I'm throwing up less, I am eating more. It is all positive things, and I can say that it is a lot of my lifestyle, but I can say that the last 3 months have been kind of sped up with it, so I can't really blame anything else other than these supplements. So I did want to share that with you guys. I thank you so much. Again, if you guys did want to try these, please feel free to go in the description box and use my link, because then it will help support the channel. If you guys don't want to, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, guys. I seriously am just sharing because I want to share about my experience. I'm not trying to be a supplement shill. Before I go, I did just want to take 1 second and especially thank Sean from First Form, because he has been absolutely amazing through all this. He's been my main point of contact, and honestly I've become friends with the guy over the entire thing, and I've been supposed to go out to their company and do some photo shoots and things like that. However, due to COVID and my health and everything, we haven't been able to. So hopefully that'll be coming in the future and I'll actually get to work out with him. But man, it's been great working with the company. If you guys have any doubts about them, they seem super legit. You guys know I wouldn't be lying to you about it. I haven't promoted anybody else, so if you guys are interested, go for it. If not, I thank you guys so much for your time and just listening to what has been helpful for me. I will catch up with you guys later in the week. Actually, to be honest with you, I probably won't, because it's Christmas. So I'll be doing Christmas things. Merry Christmas to all of you, or Merry whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope you and your families just get together and have an awesome time. You guys love each other, and it's terrific, and it's the highlight of 2020. We move into 2021. I have a lot of cool stuff is coming up, so I just thank you guys so much for staying with me. I will catch up with you when I catch up with you. Until I do go out something amazing in your lives, keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. It's Christmas, and I'll see you then.